Okay, now this is question 9b, which was solve the equation 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 equals 0. So that was the question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this expression down here. Okay, so what we need to do to solve for x in this equation, or to solve this equation, first of all, we'll start by factorizing this quadratic. After we factorize, then we will solve for x. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to find a number. We are going to find two numbers that we can multiply to get negative 6, because in this quadratic equation, 2x squared multiplied by 3 will give us, multiplied by negative 3 will give us negative 6x squared. So we should look for two numbers that we can multiply and then they give us the answer, which is negative 6x squared. And when we add those two numbers, they'll give us the answer, the sum of 5x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 2x squared. Okay, let me just underline the numbers. Okay, that is the 5. So I'm going to write 2x squared. Okay, so what two numbers can we get which when we multiply they'll give us negative 6x squared, and when we add them they give us positive 5x. These two numbers are positive 6x and 1 negative 1x. So positive 6x and negative 1x, these are two numbers that can be multiplied. They give us negative 6x squared, and when we add them they'll give us positive 5x. Okay, so I'm going to write plus 6x minus 1x minus 3 equals 0. Okay, once we have done this, now we can even group these now in two groups. Okay, so we can have a group of 2x squared plus 6x and negative x minus 3, or negative x, yes, minus 3. Okay, now these are the two groups we have come up with. Now let's factorize these two groups. So which number can go into 2x squared and 6x? Okay, 2x can go in these two numbers, so we're going to write 2x open bracket, then 2x into 2x squared will give us x. Okay, then 2x into 6x, it will give us 3, positive 3. Okay, then I'm going to close bracket. Okay, now we are done with the first group, the ones which are underlined with a pinky line. Then we come to negative x minus 3. Okay, so which number can go into negative x minus 3? We are saying negative 1. So negative 1 into, so I'm going to write negative 1 and open bracket, then I say negative 1 into negative 1x, it will go x times. Okay, then negative 1 into negative 3, it will go positive 3. Then I'm going to close bracket. Okay, so as you can see now, in the brackets we have got the same number, which is the same expression, which is x minus x plus 3, and in the other brackets we have x plus 3. These ones, I'm talking about these two, these expressions, they are the same. Okay, so that expression is equal to 0. Okay, now once we have done that, since these numbers in brackets, these expressions in brackets are the same, that means we're going to use one of these expressions, and then with these, the ones I've underlined in red. Okay, so these two have underlined in red, they will form their own expression in the bracket. So I'm going to open bracket, then I'll pick 2x, which is minus 1, and close bracket. Then I'll pick one of the two, any you can pick because they are just the same numbers. So I'll pick one of these two which are underlined by green marker. Then I'm going to pick these and then I'll write there. Okay, I've just picked any. You can pick any and no one will notice which one I've picked. Okay, once I've done that, now that is, this expression is equal to 0. Okay, so if you multiply these two expressions, they give you the answer which is 0. So for you to get an answer which is 0, so that means one of these expressions will give you an answer which is 0. Then when you multiply with another answer you get from another in one of these brackets, when you multiply with it 0 by the product you get, it will give you the answer which is 0. So one of these two I've underlined may have the answer which is 0. So that when you multiply any number by 0, the answer will be 0. Okay? So now let's check. If 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, what is the value of x? Okay? If 2 minus 0 or 2 minus 1 is equal to 0, what is the value of x? Okay? Let me just reduce the font, okay? Because I've realized that space down here may be small. Okay, so now we're saying if 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, what is the value of x? So let me write, I'll just remove the brackets. I write it, but I'll just remove the brackets, okay? So that is the expression 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the like terms together, okay? So I'm going to write 2x there so that 2x can be alone, so it's going to be on the left side. Then is equal to 0. Then this one, negative 1, will cross the equal sign and become positive 1. So plus 1. Okay? Then I'm going to write 2x. Then 0 plus 1 will give us 1. Okay? Then I'm going to divide both sides by 2. Why? I want to remain with x alone on the other side of the equal sign. I want to remain with x alone on the other side of the equal sign. So I'll divide by 2 both sides. So I'll say 2x divided by 2 and also 1 divided by 2. Okay, so I'll put 2 there and 2 here. Okay, then 2x divided by 2 will give us the answer which is x, which is equal to, now you see 1 over 2 cannot be divided, it's already in its lowest term, so we're going just to write it down just like that as a fraction. So this answer is telling us that if 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, then the value of x in this expression is 1 over 2. Okay, so the value of x is 1 over 2 if 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so now let's go to now, what if x plus 3 is equal to 0? What if x plus 3 is equal to 0? What is the value of x? Okay, so I'm saying if x plus 3 is equal to 0, then I'm going to rewrite it down. I'll just move the brackets. Then I'll say x plus 3 is equal to 0. Then I'm going to put like terms together. That means x will remain on the left side of the equal sign alone. So we're going to write x is equal to 0. Okay, 0 minus 3. Okay, okay. So x is equal to 0. Then 3 will cross the equal sign, go this side, then it's going to be minus 3. Then we write x, then we subtract 0 minus 3 will give us negative 3. Okay, so that means the value of x is negative 3 when x plus 3 is equal to 0. The value of x is negative 3 when x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the answer for question 9b. Let's go to question 10.